and understand that boll weevil is still in the U.S. and we've all got to remain aware and on the lookout. We know that we don't want this insect moved back into an area to reinfest an area. So if, we still have some of the basic premise of stalk destruction and things that maybe we have eradicated an area and people haven't been enforcing it because that's an eradicated area. Even though it's an eradicated area, just realize that just opens up a potential problem for us. So if we all remain diligent, let's make sure we don't let this thing reinfest.
That's Dr. Don Parker of the National Cotton Council discussing eradication of the boll weevil along the U.S.-Mexico border.
The Silverado 1500 was built to be strong, like recently named 2014 North American Truck of the Year, kinda strong. And now we're getting even stronger with 2 more ways to flex some muscle. Introducing the new 2015 Silverado 2500 and 3500 heavy duties. Both come with available Allison transmission and Duramax diesel. Legendary names backed by over 100 billion miles of real-world experience. The new, stronger family of the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size pickups on the road. Silverado 1500, 2500, and 3500 heavy duties. Stop in at your local Chevy dealer today. Strong just got a whole lot stronger. Dependability based on longevity. 1987 to April 2013, full-size pickup registrations.
That's today's Focus on Agriculture. I'm Gary Joyner, and we are the TFB Radio Network.
All right, here we go. Hold your ears, folks. It's showtime.
It's showtime.
All right, showtime.
Showtime. Showtime.
It's showtime.
It's showtime.
Showtime. Showtime. Let's bring it in. It's showtime, right?
Hurry up.
Broadcasting live from the K-Best studios in the Spring City. It's the morning show you wake up to hear. Gooney in the morning with Gooney.
It's hard to think of words in the morning.
And Heather.
And I'm dyslexic and ADD.
Yeah.
Whoa.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That escalated quickly.
Are you ready?
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here. You can take a break.
Good morning. Welcome to Gooney in the Morning on KBST AM and FM. It's Wednesday, July the 2nd. Almost said June there again.
It's getting there.
6:23 here at the KBS Studios. We got Charles Segona here with us.
Good morning.
Good morning. Heather's in the house.
Hey, guys.
How's everybody feeling today?
Feeling good. The 4th of July is almost here.
Almost here, man. Almost here.
Got Pops in the Park happening tomorrow. The 4th's almost here. Get that 3-day weekend coming up for a lot of people.
That's what
I'm
I was going to say.
Yeah.
I'm excited about not working on Friday.
I hope I'm feeling better by then.
Did you get sick too?
Yeah, I got whatever you got.
I'm sorry.
Look at her laughing as she apologizes.
That's
I'm
the
not
gift
the
that
only
keeps
one who's
giving.
suffering.
Yeah, Charles is next.
No, I'm not getting it. I'm staying away from you guys. I'm keeping my distance.
Oh, that's what I wish.
Aw, Charles.
If you look at the video, I'm like the furthest away.
Yeah.
And only because the mic only reaches so far.
Yeah, right. You would get further out if you knew you could get out of camera way.
Definitely. We got a lot of stuff coming up, though. I mean, Pops in the Park is an exciting time here in Big Spring. And, I mean, we had Fantastic 4th last year and got Pops coming up. And we got a big remote today.
Yeah, big blood drive going down and back in motion.
Now, we're not going to be the ones taking the blood, by the way.
No, you don't want
They're going to call in the pros.
Yeah, it won't be us. But they're having their big their customer appreciation picnic down there at Back in Motion.
And those guys have fun with it.
Oh, yeah.
This is a really awesome remote, and I believe the first 100 people, if I'm not misspeaking, get T-shirts.
Yeah, they get the Pops in the Park T-shirts.
And they're stuffed with prizes.
Yeah.
I saw Melinda stuffing them yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Took the whole day.
Yes, it was a sweatshop in Dale's office yesterday.
Yes.
Now, all you guys have seen the new T-shirts. What do you think?
I
They're
like them.
awesome.
I think
they turned out amazing.
It just seems like every year they get better and better. There's glitter on this shirt this year.
Glitter.
Like glittery fireworks.
Now, see, I'm usually not a fan of glitter, but I touched it. None of it came off on my hand, so I'm fine with that. Christmas card glitter, totally different thing.
Oh, yeah.
You might as well send me anthrax in the mail instead of sending me a card with a bunch of glitter.
That's funny.
Not a fan of the glitter, huh?
Not a fan of the glitter, but look, the glitter stays on these T-shirts.
Hey, I'm a girl, and I'm not even a fan of glitter. I think it's everywhere.
Yeah, it does.
Now, if you haven't seen the T-shirts are red. They're bright red.
Right.
And we had said they were heather red, but when the actual T-shirts came in, they're just kind of bright red.
They're American flag red.
American flag red.
Yes.
Which is appropriate. Right now, we're all patriotic. Not because the 4th of July is coming up, because of U.S. soccer. Imagine that.
Oh, we're still patriotic?
Yeah, we have to be. I mean, after that performance yesterday, I tell you what, I'll set the stage. Yesterday at the station, everybody is just kind of going about their business, and I'm doing Texas Country Afternoons, and I'm keeping up with the game.
Right.
At a certain point, ESPN's game score thing where you just watch it and it just shows kind of little static scores.
Right.
That wasn't doing it for me anymore, so I had to pull the audio up.
Oh,
and so I'm listening to the audio. I'm doing Texas Country, and I'm doing about 5 other things.
Yeah.
And, I mean, this is an exciting game. It's 0-0. U.S. Goalkeeper Tim Howard was having a record-breaking day. I think he ended up with 16 saves, which the record was 13.
Wow.
And, Gooney, that record goes back 35 years, 1978 versus the Netherlands.
Wow.
I mean, it was just an exciting game, and the U.S. went into extra time, and, I mean, all the hope surged because, I mean, we're in extra time. We can get it 3 minutes in, and Belgium scores.
See, and I saw the goal that Belgium won off of, which was a crazy goal.
Yeah, they scored.
Nuts.
They scored 2 points in extra time, and then we scored another one. Crazy thing is, I thought we were going to score another one and tie it and go into a shootout.
Right.
It was that close of going into a shootout, but just to let you know, I had the audio going, and then at a certain point, I said, you know what? I have to watch this game. So I pulled it up on my phone. So you remember the commercials, football on your phone?
Right.
I had soccer on my phone.
Wow.
And so I got to watch the end of the game. And then it came time for me to go home, and I drained my battery listening and watching soccer.
You ever think you would have done that before?
No, not at all. I mean, this was exciting. I mean, we were getting to a spot to where we've never been before.
Yeah,
and
that was a chance to get in the quarterfinals.
And so afterwards, I think the U.S. coach, and I don't know if you've been keeping up with the quotes, he's kind of he said some things that rub people the wrong way. He said before the tournament, we can't win this tournament.
Right.
I mean, just my team sucks. We can't win this tournament.
Why would you say that?
That's what a lot of people say.
That's not good coaching at all.
Not at all. But apparently, I mean, reverse psychology, maybe motivation. I mean, his team went out there and gave it their all. And he said we grew up a lot, and we were building for next year. And I think his strategy could be working. I mean, just all the people that were into it.
Yeah, there were a lot of people into it. And that's the thing is, U.S. isn't really known for being one of the dominant soccer programs.
No, in fact, I can tell you, U.S. has been really, really bad at soccer.
Yeah.
But we're the most known for soccer moms.
Well, you just know more soccer moms, Heather, because you don't go to other countries. You know there's soccer families in the other countries. There's soccer hooligans. Have you ever seen soccer hooligans? They take it way too seriously.
Those are the ones that parade around in the street and scream and yell and.
No, those are the nice ones.
Things on fire.
We're talking about the ones that just tear the stadium up if things don't go their way.
Oh my goodness.
They win or lose, usually.
Exactly. They just have too much built-in pressure.
Yeah, even when they win, they're tearing stuff down.
But I mean, it is an exciting time. I mean, we do have pops in the park, so we can kind of shift gears. We're done with sports until football starts.
Yeah, which I can't wait for.
Unless you're in the golf. I'm not.
I'm not in the golf.
NASCAR is still going on.
I like to play golf. NASCAR's cool.
Yeah.
NASCAR's
I've been keeping up with NASCAR a minute. You've been doing pretty good.
Hey, I've been wrecking.
You've been on a tear.
Which probably isn't a term you want to use when you're talking about NASCAR.
You're breaking.
Yeah, I have been. I've been in first for a while.
You
now.
have been.
That's all right.
You only jumped down there just for, what was it, 2 weeks?
Yeah, just a couple
that
weeks.
That was
it.
Yeah, I thought you were going, and then all of a sudden you brought that score back up. But, hey, Gooney, I have a story I want to talk with you about and tell everybody about that's kind of just been blowing up social media more than soccer.
Yeah.
More than soccer, and we'll get to it.
All right, cool. Yeah, we'll get to that when we come back. We have local news coming up on KBST AM and FM.
Sunshine, she's here. This is the
stop sign of Texas. How does your typical Texas mom stop the afternoon munchies?
Mom, we're hungry!
With a quick stop at DQ. From great DQ desserts like the S'mores Blizzard to classic dip cones, shakes, sundaes, and more. For the best treats and eats in Texas, there's only one place to stop. DQ. This is the stop sign of Texas.
Dr. Ray Freeman was born in the country near Breckenridge.
And the doctor that delivered me came out in his buggy, and when he got back to Breckenridge, he couldn't remember what he delivered. He put baby girl on the birth certificate. And if I'd known that, I could have stayed out of 2 wars.
Hear Tumbleweed Smith, Sound of Texas, every weekday morning at 8:15 on KBST.
With the news you need, when you need it. Howard County's news leader, your K-Best Radio Group News.
Good morning. It is Wednesday, July the 2nd. 78 degrees in Big Spring, and your complete KBS Pinpoint 7 weather is on the way. Well, there is a blood drive going on today out at Back in Motion today, and Gazela tells us about their efforts in coordination with United Blood Services.
The blood drive, we try to do it almost every 6 months to help out our surrounding community. The blood drive will be held from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. along with giving out to the surrounding community. You'll also, in thanks, be giving a Pops in the Park shirt that you could wear on July the 3rd.
And there's still plenty of open times for that, too.
On the blood drive, we still have several slots, I believe about 18 slots. So please come by, make your appointment, call us to make your appointment.
And they've got customer appreciation, too.
Patient appreciation will also providing our patients with hot dogs, ice cream, cupcakes, just to show our appreciation for our surrounding community, as well as also you have the chance of getting a Pops in the Park shirt from KBS. Just come out and enjoy us, and as well as the blood drive.
That's right. The first 100 people will receive a free Pops in the Park T-shirt with a prize inside. That's going to be cool. The Pop shirts are the American flag red, so you got to come out there. First 100 people will get one. By the way, K-Best 95 will be broadcasting live. That'll be from 11 to 1 today. Join the K-Best crew as we're out there 11 to 1 today at the Back in Motion hosting a blood drive. Local church wrapping up its VBS. KBST's Alex Huddleston, he reports on that.
Coming up tonight, one local church will be holding the final evening of a special summer program.
Vacation Bible School, Weird Animals. It's been kind of crazy.
That's Becky Woodall, the children's director at First United Methodist Church, who's been in charge of Vacation Bible School at the church for the past few days. She's also been assisted by volunteers, including Jamie Walker.
Well, the kids start off singing, and we go through a Bible verse and a Bible point every day and sing lots of great songs. And then they play games, watch what's called Kid Vid Cinema, Bible Adventures, and we do mission and crafts.
We have some backpacks that they tie-dyed. We are making little cross necklaces and little prayer notebook journals, and also some soap.
And those go to a good cause as well, a small village in Nicaragua that the church visits once a year. With the final evening of Vacation Bible School tonight, Becky and Jamie are planning something special.
A video of all the kids through the week of things they've done. We've had a photographer go by and take pictures, and so we are going to feature them on the big screen. So hopefully they'll be telling their parents and remembering it in a week and telling their friends and bringing them to church.
And coming up later this week, KBST is going to have a special report on a special honor which the children of First United Methodist Church will be receiving next week. In the KBS Newsroom, this is Alex Huddleston.
That's one of many camps, by the way, Summer Art Camp, that is going to be held coming up on July the 22nd to the 31st. Now, folks, kids who want to sign up for that, by the way, you can go by the Heritage Museum and start doing that, and they'll be teaching summer art classes and 2 sessions. All supplies and snacks will be made available, and the kids also should wear appropriate clothing for painting and be on time for those sessions. All completed art projects will be on display at the reception and award ceremony, which will be held August 2nd from 1 to 2 p.m. at the museum. You need more information? Call Terry. Here's that number, 816-3426, 816-3426, and she'll help you out with more information. Well, Pops in the Park, of course, is tomorrow, and that also means that the Russ McEwen Family Aquatic Center is going to be closed because as they get ready for the Pops in the Park preparations, and it'll be closed all day tomorrow, but we'll reopen on Friday from noon to 8 p.m. And if you need more information on that, call the city manager or public works director, 264-2401, 264-2401. Howard College, they're announcing that their Howard Davis Fitness Center on the campus will be closed beginning on Monday through Wednesday, July 9th, for cheer camp and basketball court repairs. The center there will reopen on Thursday, July the 10th, with normal operation hours. In obituaries, D.A. Thurman, age 95, formerly of Big Spring, died Tuesday, July 1st in a Colorado City nursing home. Funeral services will be at 10 a.m. Thursday at the Nally Pickle and Welch Rosewood Chapel. Interment will follow at Trinity Memorial Park. Arrangements under the direction of Nally Pickle and Welch Funeral Home. And this portion of the news being brought to you by Nally Pickle and Welch.
I'm Casey Welch Baker. More families than ever are making funeral arrangements in advance. By pre-planning, you save your family from having to make decisions at a difficult time, and it gives you peace of mind. At Nally Pickle and Welch Funeral Home and Crematory, my dad, Tommy Welch, and I believe one of the most thoughtful gifts you can give your family takes no more than your time. Contact Nally Pickle and Welch, 267-6331, or visit us at npwelch.com for a free brochure on pre-planning.
News time is 6:37. In World Cup action yesterday, Belgium beats the United States 2-1. Belgium now on the way to the quarterfinals in that tournament. Other scores: Argentina 1, Switzerland nothing. France and Germany square off the day, as does Brazil and Colombia. They will also square off. Rafael Nadal ran out of comebacks at Wimbledon, lost to a big serving between the legs hitting 19-year-old from Australia. That was Nick Kyrgios. Yeah, he won 7-6, 5-7, 7-6. He's on the way to the quarterfinals. And Maria Sharapova, she's out as well. Lost to a German opponent yesterday at Wimbledon. Chicago Bulls made a hard sell for Carmelo Anthony and brought their stars along for the presentation on Tuesday. And they were Derrick Rose along with Joakim Noah. And, he's with the Knicks, but is a free agent. And he's visiting several other cities throughout the week, as will be LeBron James. So the NBA free agency well underway.
The forecast you need when you need it. K-Best Weather.
And your Pinpoint 7 weather forecast, a 30% chance of showers today. Look for a high of about 91 tonight, 30% chance of rain, 71 Thursday, chance of rain, 92 Independence Day. Look for partly cloudy skies and a high of about 95. Saturday, 96. Sunday, 97. For more of these stories and your 5-day forecast, visit Facebook or log on to kbestmedia.com. For K-Best Radio Group News, I'm Tom A. Reese. Now look up and live.
The Bible says Satan works day and night building a case against you. But with God's word in your mouth and your heart, you can overcome him. When Satan says give up, God says stay the course. When Satan tells you to look out for number one, God says put the other guy first. When Satan says it is okay to hold grudges, God says forgive as often as it takes. When Satan says get even, God says be a peacemaker. When Satan tells you to take all the credit, God says glorify Jesus. When Satan says clean up the outside and people will not notice the inside, God says he looks at your heart. When Satan says you are ugly, God says you are wonderfully made. When Satan says you are alone and nobody understands you, God says he will never leave you and he has plans for your life. I am Mark Lindsay, pastor of First Baptist Church for Look Up and Live. David said, I know you are pleased with me. You have not let my enemies triumph over me. You have preserved my life. The devil will try to destroy you through childhood memories. And if that will not work, he will dredge up your past sins and remind you of all the broken promises and dreams. God has a plan for your life. You are here for a reason. Satan is powerless against you as long as you hold fast to the Lord today. Trust him, and you will overcome the attacks of the enemy today.
Hello, I am Craig Holstead, the pastor of the First Presbyterian Church here in Big Spring, Texas. Did you know that the First Presbyterian Church has been in Big Spring for over 120 years? We've been around that long because we've stayed true to our purpose of proclaiming the gospel of salvation in Jesus Christ and living to be his tangible presence in the world today. People have asked me, what does it mean to be a Presbyterian? What do Presbyterians believe? I tell them the Presbyterian Church is a Christian denomination whose roots are found all the way back in the Protestant Reformation that began in the 1500s with people like John Calvin. We believe the Bible is God's inspired word for us and portrays the history of God's love for this world, a love shown most fully in the life, death, and resurrection of his Son, our Lord Jesus Christ. The Presbyterian Church, we've been here a long time. If you're looking for a church family, come join us this Sunday at 11 a.m. The First Presbyterian Church, a church home with room for you.
Do you appreciate the latest technology in your hospital? How about in your dental office? What dental technology do you think you could find in a very advanced dental clinic in Midland, in Dallas, in Houston? Surprisingly, you would find exactly the advanced technology that's in Big Spring, in the office of Comprehensive General Dentist Dr. David Ward. Really, Dr. Ward is now introducing 3D diagnostic imaging. X-rays are only two-dimensional and still leave uncertainty when diagnosing for implants, oral surgery, orthodontics, and some root canals. 3D imaging eliminates any guesswork in accomplishing these complex procedures. What's amazing is that for Dr. Ward's patients, all this information is now attainable at a low cost and with actually less radiation than with conventional full-mouth dental X-rays. Wow! Dr. Ward's new state-of-the-art oral CT scanner is just the latest addition to his dental technology. Dr. David Ward, gentle, beautiful, high-tech dentistry right here in Big Spring.
What day is it?
It's Wednesday.
I think I know what people want to hear when they first wake up.
We need more laughs on the show.
What are you talking about?
These guys are hilarious. They do so much funny stuff.
Hilarious. Hello. It's funny, believe me.
So how are you Wednesday?
Sorry, I'm having trouble waking up.
It's Wednesday, everybody.
Wednesday.
And now it's time to get back to what matters, the show. It's just about your show. Not even our show, your show.
So chins up, it's showtime.
Happy Wednesday. Welcome back to Gooney in the Morning on KBST AM and FM. Wednesday, July 2nd, 6:43 here at the KBS studio. Got Charles Sagona here.
Good morning.
Morning. Heather's in the house.
Hey, you guys.
Yeah. Short week. So excited about that.
It's going to be a long week, though. Not a short week. But the good thing is we're filling it with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we're going to stay busy.
Yeah, sure. we got a lot of things to do, and we're going to involve everybody. We're going to have we're going to be giving away T-shirts today at Back in Motion. They're having their remote, and we're going to be there between 11 and 1. I think you're going to be hosting that.
Probably, yeah, I think so.
They're going to have free hot dogs and ice cream, so there are worse places to be.
Oh, yeah. Several of them.
First 100 people are going to receive a free Pops in the Park T-shirt with a prize inside, and the Bloodmobile is going to be there. And I don't know if a lot of people know this, but before the 4th of July is when a lot of the blood shortages stop. A lot of people forget about donating blood. They go on vacation. They're like, I'm out of here, and the blood banks kind of go dry. And there's a lot of people on the road, so I think the accidents may pick up, so they need more blood.
Right.
And they actually get less donations. So now's a good time for a blood drive.
And wasn't it, it may be something that's still going on, but they had a shortage of like one specific type, like O negative.
O negative is what it was.
That is my blood type.
Is it?
And that means that I can give it to everybody, but I can only receive it from myself or from somebody with my type. Yes. Right. So not a very good one to have for myself, but it works out for everybody else just fine.
Right. That's cool. Yeah, there'll be free hot dogs, and we'll be giving away Pops in the Park T-shirts, which is exciting.
And they're going to be stuffed with prizes.
Yeah, even better.
So what's better than a free T-shirt? One that's stuffed with the prize.
Right, while you're eating a free hot dog.
And you know what it's like? Remember when you were a kid and you would get the cereal and you would dig into the cereal for the prize?
Right.
You could do that with these T-shirts.
Yeah.
And you don't even have to buy the cereal that you don't like.
Yeah.
And it was always in the cereal that you didn't like.
It was.
That had the coolest prizes.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
That's
good stuff.
Cool, yeah, those shirts are popular, and that's an easy way to get a free shirt right there. Just come join us from 11 to 1 at Back in Motion.
And the shirts are really, really cool. They have the original flag with the 13 stars and 13 stripes.
Right.
You know, the one where the stars are in a circle?
Yeah.
And then they have the current flag, and then they have fireworks on them, and then on the back there's even fireworks with glitter.
Yeah.
Blew my mind.
Yeah, it's insane. They're very, very nice. You can also come by the station and get one if if you want to purchase one. You come by here, $15 for the shirt, and you get your size.
Yeah, that's the only way to guarantee your size is if you pick them up before. And we're going to be slingshotting some out at Pops in the Park.
I can't wait for that.
You weren't here last year.
No,
I wasn't here for it last year either.
Before last year, we had the cannon, the air cannon. We would borrow an air cannon and we would shoot T-shirts, and that's cool. But then we thought, how can we make it better?
Right.
So last year we researched it and we found a slingshot.
Right.
And so the slingshot takes 2 people to hold on each side, and then it takes 1 person in the middle to load. And this thing is, I want to say it's pretty accurate. I mean, you can pick where you want to shoot the T-shirt, and as long as you have enough power to get it there, you can get it there.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool.
It launch them pretty far?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, depending on who you are. I mean, I guess if you're somebody weaker, you could pull it back that far. But, I mean, as long as everybody was holding still and you pulled it back far, I mean, you got, like, Wile E. Coyote stuff going on here.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like a cannon would be fun, but that's more exciting.
But this involves more people, and it's just...
Yeah,
I think a slingshot would be a lot fun.
Yeah.
I was thinking about grammar there for a second, and I was like, is that right? I don't know.
So, and one of the big things about the Pops in the Park fireworks that we'd like to let everybody know is Super Rod actually saved the fireworks this year.
They really did.
They really did, yeah. Super Rod, they helped donate, I believe it was like over $12,000.
It was.
To help save the firework fund. And there were some other contributors, of course, DCP Midstream, KBS Media, and then just everyone that contributed this year really helped the firework fund.
Yeah, because they were going to be short, and they were talking about possibly scaling back. And now we get to have the regular show rather than a scaled back show.
Exactly. And this is something that's real important because Pops in the Park, they've done this for, I believe it's 17 years now, and it's always been free admission every time. And it's because this is something that really runs off of donations every year. And those are very, very important to have, these donations, because in the future, I mean, if they start running into problems like this, they'll have to start charging. And that's not what the Pops Committee wants to do. They want to let it keep being free for everybody. Everybody can come out and enjoy it and just accept donations. So please, if you can donate while you're out there, please do.
It's just a really cool thing. Last year was my first Pops in the Park, and I didn't realize how amazingly big this thing is.
Right.
I mean, you got the amphitheater where it is packed. It's full. They have the vendors. The vendors are selling some really good food and everything. And then you have people in the park that are just barbecuing and sitting in various places in the park. I was talking to a few people last year, and I was like, are you coming up to the amphitheater? And they were like, no, we have our favorite spot picked out in the park.
Right.
And so you can watch the fireworks from different places. I mean, of course, if you sit in the amphitheater, you get to see the pre-show. Gooney's going to be emceeing it.
Right.
But a lot of people have their favorite places picked out, and they go to this every year. So this is a Big Spring tradition.
Yeah, this is I guess the only event that I've ever seen the amphitheater fill up on, because that's a big amphitheater.
It really is.
It's really huge. There's a lot of folks you can fit in there, and I've been to several events there and maybe gotten half full.
Maybe even when you drive around town, there's people parked on the side of the road in good spots around town watching those fireworks. I mean, it's not just at the park; it's everywhere.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And
I can't wait.
And you want to know one thing? I wasn't expecting as big of a fireworks show. I thought, you know what? It's Big Spring. It's just going to be a small fireworks display. No, it's big, and it's going to stay big because Super Rod chipped in and made that possible, along with all the other sponsors.
Oh, yeah. Big thanks to all the sponsors that helped out this year. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited about it. I can't wait.
And the whole KBS crew is going to be out there. We are going to be broadcasting live. We're going to start at 6 o'clock, and shortly before 8 o'clock, when everything starts, we're going to go live on all 3 stations, on KBS 95.7, the Fuse 94.3, and the Mighty 1490 KBST AM. We're going to go live on all of them. And
that'd be awesome.
So if you're in the park and you're hanging out and you just want to keep up with what's going on, the best way to do it is the brand new iPhone and Android KBest apps.
Yeah.
Those are cool.
I know that there's a couple links right now on our Facebook page, or you can just go to our website, kbestmedia.com, and you can click right there, and it'll get you to that app.
Yeah, you got a few different ways, or you can just open up the iTunes App Store on your iPhone, or the Android or the Google Play Store for Android, and you can just search KBS 95.7, and it'll pop up. You download it. It's pretty simple. Yeah. It's easy. You want to know the best feature about the KBS app?
What's that?
It shows the last 20 songs that were played.
Oh, wow.
And that is one of the biggest things people call up and say, hey, I like that song. What's that song?
Right.
Now you don't even have to call up. We like your calls, but you don't even have to call up because it shows you the last 20 songs that we're playing.
Yeah.
So you can keep up. And from there, I mean, if you really like that song and you want to hear it over and over and over again, you can actually buy the song from the app.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That makes everything easy.
Yes, definitely.
Super easy. Wow.
Cool.
Well, that's cool, man. Yeah, we got a lot going on. It's going to be exciting. Like I said, we'll be out there at Back in Motion today. We'll be broadcasting on both FM stations, 95.7 and 94.3. We'll be broadcasting that. And like I said, come on out and get a free T-shirt. Find out what prizes are inside. Some pretty cool prizes.
I know some of the prizes, and they are highly sought after.
Yes, they are.
Yes. And get the Back in Motion early. If you're planning on going to Back in Motion, go there for lunch. They have the free hot dogs and the ice cream and everything, but get there early because word's out.
Yeah.
These T-shirts go quick. Word is out.
Yeah, these T-shirts are popular, man. As this year's going to be even better.
Yeah. I think this year is one of the best looking T-shirts.
Yeah.
And I thought the same thing last year, and I thought the same thing the year before. I think we keep trying to top it, and I think they're doing a great job in designing these shirts.
Oh, yeah.
And they're highly sought after. So, and just remember, I mean, you can come by and pick one up. If you want to guarantee your size, say you want to just deck your whole family out, just stop by. We have them here at 608 Johnson Street, $15 each.
Sell you one.
Yeah. Come pick one up.
But once the sizes are gone, they're gone, right? No more reordering.
Yes, it's first come, first serve on the sizes is really how that goes.
Yeah. So if you're planning on sitting out in the audience at the amphitheater at Pops and just hoping that you might get one of the free ones, it might not be the right size. It's going to guarantee it.
It's going to be pretty cool to look up at the amphitheater and see how much red is going to be in there because you know the symphony is going to be decked out every year. They all have T-shirts. They're going to be decked out.
And
in
the choir
T-shirt.
that's going to be singing with them, they have T-shirts too.
Oh, they all have the shirts. That's cool.
Choir.
Hey, Gooney's going to be up on stage with the T-shirt.
Yeah, I'll have a T-shirt on, representing.
I have mine already. I'm excited.
I know. I got mine yesterday.
Yeah, mine's sitting there in my office. I'm so pumped about it.
So there you go. Hey, we do have something coming up we can hit on in the next break. It's one of the biggest stories in Texas the past day or so, and it involves a Texas Tech cheerleader.
Yeah.
And she's aspiring to be a TV show host. And
is she?
She is. She posted some photos on Facebook. They're not racy photos, but they have a lot of people mad, and there's petitions being signed and everything. And so we can talk about that on the next break. Plus, we got birthdays, anniversaries, and Sweetheart of the Day coming up.
Yeah. Yep. Get your birthdays into our Facebook page right now. Just go to facebook.com/KBest957 and you post your birthdays and anniversaries on there, and we'll read those live and on the air.
We've had a birthday shortage the past couple of days. I think some people are on vacation.
That's what it is. That's got to be what it
They
is.
don't want to take the thunder away from America.
We need a birthday donation.
Well, and I know, yeah. Debbie Valverde's always real great about posting birthdays, but I know she's super busy because we got Pops in the Park and all that going on. She's real involved.
Help the morning show donate a birthday.
Yeah. That's all you got to do, folks. Just donate a birthday.
and the morning show can go on and live happily ever after.
Yeah, because that's definitely depressing. We like telling people happy birthday.
And don't forget, when we do bring this topic up, we're going to be asking people for their opinions. So our phone number is 263-KBST. So get that down, and we'll get your input on it.
Yeah, we'll take your input. It's like you said, that story's kind of blown up all over the place. So I'm excited to dive deep in and see what's going on. We got a TSN coming up on KBST, AM and FM. You're listening to Gooney in the Morning.
KBest Radio, it's time for your West Texas weather report. Humidity sticks around, so does the warmth, but increasing afternoon and evening thunderstorms are back in our forecast as we head towards the holiday weekend. Not a complete washout, but keep an eye to the sky just in case. Today, though, I think we're going to stay rain-free. We're still under the influence of that dome of high pressure in the upper levels of the atmosphere. Winds are going to start to relax, so only 5 to 15 miles per hour. Mid to upper 80s along the immediate coastline, to low 90s inland, with those heat indices approaching 100, especially along the north of Interstate 10. We'll start Wednesday off in the 70s with clouds, back to afternoon sunshine. Afternoon Wednesday, about 93 north to 85 along the coastal areas. Thursday and the 4th of July, we can go ahead and add the weekend as well. A 30% chance of afternoon and evening thunderstorms. The temperatures will be into the 80s along the coastal plain, 90s north. I'm staff meteorologist Dan Brunot.
At Germania, you get more than insurance. You get assurance. That's why Germania Life offers a wide variety of policies, flexible terms, and a range of premium options. Germania knows how Texans live and can help you plan for this stage of your life and beyond. Visit GermaniaInsurance.com to find an agent near you.
Trust Germania.
Hi, I'm Joyce at Chokewell Service. We're a family-owned business established in 1957 by Carol and me, serving this community's water well needs with professional service. Licensed by the state of Texas, Chokewell Service works on windmills, submergible pumps, drill water wells for irrigation, domestic, and oil field. We rent generators and pumps. For your water well needs, call us. Chokewell Service, 393-5231. We're the best in the business.
The Center to Combat Drug Trafficking, but it eliminates all foreign aid until those countries have taken substantial steps to stem this tide.
He thinks that will be the incentive needed to get changes made. In San Antonio, Michael Board, TSN News.
New concerns about people ignoring the hazards of acetaminophen. Dr. William Lee is professor of internal medicine at UT Southwestern Medical Center. He says it's perfectly safe if you take the recommended dose.
If you just go up on the dose or you don't realize that you're taking two different things containing acetaminophen, you overdose. And during any given year in the U.S., there's 100,000 calls to poison control, and the FDA estimates there's around 400 deaths related to usually exceeding the package labeling.
Dr. Lee says too much can lead to liver damage. It was ammonium nitrate that led to the explosion at the fertilizer plant in West last year, but plans for tougher regulations are getting pushback in Austin.
State Rep Joe Pickett has rolled out an early draft of tougher regulations on the storage of ammonium nitrate.
I plan on following through with my commitment and having something very specific and very narrow that I will file the first day you can file a bill in November.
So far, it calls for storage in non-combustible facilities or ones with sprinkler systems.
A lot of people are very concerned about over-regulation.
That's State Rep Dan Flynn.
This is too important an issue. Too many lives have been lost because of...
No matter how many times my buddy takes his dog out for a walk, when they reach a certain tree, he goes around one way and his dog goes the other. The leash tangles. They both try to back up. The dog whines, he mutters, legs jam. That dog never thinks about the leash. He never considers what's holding him back. He just keeps moving, often the wrong way, but always moving, up, back. He works every angle. Can you identify with that dog? I do. In frustration, I pull and strain. Eventually, I learn to stop, listen, and to obey. This is Howard Butt Jr. of Laity Lodge reminding you that life is full of tangled leashes. Don't be afraid to stop, listen, and obey. Sometimes you follow, and sometimes you lead in the high calling of our daily work.
Learn more at thehighcalling.org.
NASA has launched a rocket carrying a NASA satellite that will study how the environment absorbs carbon dioxide, the main greenhouse gas caused by the burning of fossil fuels. The launch was canceled yesterday morning because of an equipment failure. In 2009, a similar satellite plunged into the ocean during launch. A Danish ship carrying hundreds of tons of Syrian chemical weapons has arrived in an Italian port. It'll meet up with a U.S. cargo vessel that will destroy the toxic material. Local officials say it could take as long as 20 hours to transfer the chemicals onto the ship, which will neutralize them as soon as it's out in the open sea. And researchers in London say so far they've found no evidence of Bigfoot. Oxford's Brian Sykes says they've tested hair samples from India, Indonesia, and other countries. So far, nothing. I'm Mitch Carr, TSN.
With news every hour, this is KBST AM and FM, Big Spring.
Here's the latest from ABC News. I'm Richard Davies. Fallout from chaos in the Middle East after the overthrow of the Gaddafi regime in Libya. The U.S. consulate in Benghazi was attacked. The ambassador and 3 other Americans killed several years ago. ABC's Stephen Portnoy says now a key suspect in that attack appears in court today in Washington.
In court papers, prosecutors paint Ahmed Abu Khattala as a commander of an extremist brigade, a senior leader of Ansar al-Sharia, who voiced opposition to the U.S. presence in Libya in the days before the attack. Prosecutors say Abu Khattala was seen entering the U.S. mission in Benghazi, supervising attackers as they raided it.
The U.S. government may soon impose stricter security measures on overseas airports with flights into this country. There are new concerns about suspected terrorists being trained in Syria.
No specific plot has been identified, but the fact that they're considering these measures shows how much they're concerned. U.S. law enforcement and intelligence officials are concerned about what's happening in Syria.
ABC's Pierre Thomas at the Justice Department. Demonstrations and counter-demonstrations in Murrieta, California. Protesters blocking buses with undocumented immigrants on them from going to a government processing center. The migrants had been sent there after overcrowding at government centers in Texas. There were counter-protests.
We're the ones that build your home. We're the ones that do your plumbing. We do your electricity.
That man shouting his support for the migrants. Tropical storm Arthur is now a threat to the East Coast, especially the Carolinas, possibly later this week. The storm may become a hurricane by tomorrow. A raging wildfire in California's dry Napa County. It's burned through 2,700 acres, residents in nearly 200 homes evacuated. This is ABC News.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number.
Call 877-319-MY-TV.
The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. So cancel the cable and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money.
Call 877-319-MY-TV.
At just $20.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card.
Call 877-319-MY-TV. That's 877-319-MY-TV.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number.
Call 877-319-MY-TV.
The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. So cancel the cable and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money.
Call 877-319-MY-TV.
At just $24.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card.
Call 877-319-MY-TV. That's 877-319-MY-TV.
Tens of thousands of mourners turned out this morning in central Israel. They were there for a funeral for 3 teenagers who were found dead in the West Bank after a 2-week search. The World Cup ride is finally over for Team USA, but interest in soccer in America appears to be growing strongly. Here's ABC's Scott Goldberg.
Americans skipped work by the thousands, attending watch parties on beaches and at stadiums. They went to Brazil and bought more tickets to the games than any other fan base besides the Brazilians, and they described soccer games, of all things, like this.
When I woke up this morning, I said, this morning was like every Christmas combined.
TV ratings were bigger than the NBA Finals or World Series, and even the president was chanting. And perhaps most tellingly, those fans who believed USA could win in this World Cup now expect to win in the next one.
Scott Goldberg. I'm Richard Davies, ABC News.
L. Rod's Furniture is having a great sale on its La-Z-Boy recliners.
We have teamed up with Lazy Boy to get some terrific savings on our in-stock recliners. Lots of fabric and lots of colors on Lazy Boy's best-selling product. And remember, layaway is available at Elrod's Furniture. Things have changed since the first recliner came out in 1928. For over 80 years, the Lazy Boy brand has been synonymous with comfort and quality. With Lazy Boy's patented 3-position leg rest, independent back recline, and 18 tilt positions, you will get the comfort and support you want. So come in and see why Lazy Boy is endorsed by the American Chiropractic Association for its back and lumbar support. Come in for a no-pressure shopping experience at Elrod's Furniture, Big Spring's oldest, largest, finest furniture store with the best brands and best prices at 2309 Scurry Street.
I'm Adrian Calvio, your State Farm agent. I like dealing with people to help them protect their assets and prepare for the unexpected. State Farm has more than just insurance. It offers a complete line of financial instruments to give you a bright and secure future. I can give you educated advice, and I'm available anytime. I'm Adrian Calvio with State Farm. I'm in tune with your insurance and financial needs.
DQ, this is the stop sign of Texas. How does your typical Texas mom stop the afternoon munchies?
Mom, we're hungry!
With a quick stop at DQ. From great DQ desserts like the S'mores Blizzard to classic dip cones, shakes, sundaes, and more. For the best treats and eats in Texas, there's only one place to stop. DQ, this is the stop sign of Texas.
It's high summer, so you ought to hightail it out of town and do something fun. You like lakes, rivers, and streams? There are plenty of them in Texas. You like mountains? We have 100 of them over a mile high. Like the beach? We've got 400 miles of shoreline. You like camping? We've got 55 state parks and 2 national parks. So go somewhere. Make sure your vehicle is in good shape. If you need a part, call Westex at 263-5000. They're the folks in the know when it comes to auto parts. Snyder Highway, Big Spring.
Donna and Daryl Rich of Westbrook and the Charles Parrish family of Coahoma invite you and your family to enjoy the festivities of the annual Pops in the Park concert and fireworks display to be held on Thursday night, July 3rd at the Big Spring Amphitheater. Donna and Daryl Rich and the Charles Parrish family hope that you will take a moment this 4th of July to reflect on the sacrifices of the men and women who died for our independence. Be safe and happy holiday.
When Texans have a life-threatening emergency, every second counts. How soon can you get to an emergency room? AirEvac Life Team. Our mission is saving lives and saving Texans money. When you buy our membership, instead of an air ambulance flight costing you thousands of dollars, you pay nothing more. Join America's fastest-growing air medical membership program.
Call Mary Frances Malone for membership information. 270-3002. That's 270-3002.
It's time to service your air conditioner to make sure you, your family, and your coworkers stay cool this summer. I'm Julia.
And I'm Brissa. It's going to be a brutally hot summer, so make sure to call my dad, Dale Coates, now to check out your air conditioner.
You'll be glad you made the call early, because just one hot, sweaty day with the broken air conditioner makes everyone grouchy and stinky.
Ew! And with Dale Coates' new high-efficiency units, your electric bill will stay low, so you can hold on to your cold, hard cash. Cha-ching!
Call Dale Coates Heating and AC at 714-4688.
Hi, I'm Kelly Sills.
I'm Lane Bond.
This is Carl Condray, and I'm asking for your support to help make our Pops in the Park event a success.
As always, we're planning a spectacular event.
There will be lots of food,
free show, all the great entertainment that you're looking for.
Patriotic and popular music from our symphony and chorus.
And most importantly, a time to reflect on our independence.
Add in some world-class fireworks, and we've got the best July 3rd celebration around.
It's the year's biggest event in Big Spring.
July 3rd at 6:30 p.m.
at the amphitheater.
It's time to celebrate.
The first Monday of the month is Law Enforcement Day on KVST's community calendar. Join the Howard County Sheriff's Department and the Big Spring Police Department to find out what is going on in the world of law enforcement. Got a question for them? Email us at cops@kvst.com. cops@kvst.com. It's Law Enforcement Day on KVST's community calendar. The first Monday of the month at 8:15. Following the Sound of Texas. Also available on Cable Channel 2 in Big Spring and Cable Channel 10 in Stanton. With the news you need, when you need it. Howard County's news leader, your K-Best Radio Group News.
Good morning. It is Wednesday, July the 2nd. I'm Tommy Reese with your K-Best Radio Group News. 77 in Big Spring. Your complete K-Best Pinpoint 7 weather is on the way. Well, back in motion in coordination with United Blood Services out of San Angelo. We'll have a blood drive today. Gisela with Back in Motion tells us more.
The blood drive, we try to do it almost every 6 months to help out our surrounding community. The blood drive will be held from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. along with giving out to the surrounding community. You'll also, in thanks, be giving a Pops in the Park shirt that you could wear on July the 3rd.
Now, they still have open times for you to sign up and come down there and give blood.
On the blood drive, we still have several slots, I believe about 18 slots. So please come by, make your appointment, call us to make your appointment.
They will also have
patient appreciation. We'll also providing our patients with hot dogs, ice cream, cupcakes, just to show our appreciation for our surrounding community, as well as also you have the chance of getting a Pops in the Park shirt from K-Best. Just come out and enjoy us, and as well as the blood drive.
Now, those Pops in the Park shirts are American Red Flag, and they are nice looking. And, of course, we're going to be broadcasting live on both of our FMs, KBS 95.7 and KBTS, the Fuse 94.3. That'll be from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Come on by, hot dogs and free ice cream as well. Going to be a lot of fun, and also you're helping out for a local cause as well. Well, the Air Evac has new additions to its company, KBST. Alex Huddleston, news director, tells us more.
KBST got a chance to speak with our own Mary Frances Malone, who, in addition to working at KBest, is also the membership sales manager for the local area for Air Evac Life Team. Mary Frances shared with us some details on how Air Evac is growing.
Just the first of this year, we had 4 companies within the same ownership as Air Evac, and now we're at number 6. We are the largest air ambulance company in the United States.
She explains just what it means when Air Evac gains these additional partnerships.
If they're in a region where one of these other companies are, if Air Ambulance picks them up for whatever reason, then they don't have to pay a cent as long as they're a member.
And she also gave us a sneak peek at what Air Evac is working on right now.
They have acquired AirMed, which are Lear jets. There are like 3 or 4 of them, and it's brand new, which they'll be able to take people, cross country, and that's presently being set up. It's not in place yet, but I understand, if I'm correct, it's being set up.
According to Mary Frances, the cost of life-saving air ambulance services are increasing.
I think it's very important that people understand that the air ambulance costs a lot of money. Our average flight now is no less than under $25,000.
Members are fully covered and are not responsible for any of the cost, but those who are not Air Evac members could find themselves looking at a very steep bill.
They need to contact me, and the best way is my cell number, area code 432-270-3002. And if they'll leave a message, if I don't pick up on the phone, I will promptly get back with them.
In the KBS Newsroom, this is Alex Huddleston.
Thank you very much, Alex. Also, Summer Art Camp is going to begin July 26th to the 31st out at the Heritage Museum. Now, sign-ups are currently going on right now, and all completed art projects will be on display at the reception and awards ceremony on the August 2nd from 1 to 2 p.m. Now, they'll have geometric art, also city skyline, college workshop, can't see the forest for the trees type of art as well. So a lot of things happening out there. Again, sign-ups are currently going on at the Heritage Museum. Because the Pops in the Park's coming up tomorrow, the Russ McEwen Family Aquatic Center is going to be closed for preparations for that huge event, but they'll reopen on Friday. That'll be from 12 noon to 4 p.m., just in time for the 4th of July, and it could be a hot one. Howard College, also, their fitness center will be closed beginning Monday, July 7th through Wednesday, July 9th for the cheer camp and basketball court repairs. The center will reopen Thursday, July 10th with normal operating hours as well. And if you're going to go out and about and drive and also celebrate, be careful because DPS troopers will increase their patrols for the 4th of July holiday. today. If you're going to drink, please get a designated driver. DPS troopers will focus DWI patrols in high-risk locations at times when alcohol-related crashes are most frequent. Howard County sheriffs will be in charge here in this area. In obituaries, D.A. Thurman, 95, formerly of Big Spring, died Tuesday at a Colorado City nursing home. Funeral services will be held at 10 a.m. Thursday, July 3rd at Nally Pickle and Welch Rosewood Chapel. Interment will follow at Trinity Memorial Park. Arrangements are under the direction of Nally Pickle and Welch Funeral Home. News time is 7:14. Sports weather next.
When you're called upon to make funeral arrangements, it can all be overwhelming. That's why we go out of our way to help you keep the focus on family.
They were sensitive to our family's needs. For that, I'll always be grateful.
We offer your family sensitivity, compassion, and respect.
Myers and Smith Funeral Home and Chapel.
News time is 7:15. Well, the Americans are out of the World Cup after losing to Belgium yesterday. Final there was 2-1. USA was trying to get back to the quarterfinals for the first time since 22. But a lot of pride here in the United States on a great effort by the American team. Hopefully in 2018 they'll get back and maybe bring back the cup. But again, a great effort by the American team. Wimbledon news, Rafael Nadal, as the four-time Wimbledon champion, was not going to be that this year. He was beaten in the tournament by Mick Kyrgios of Australia. Final there was 7-6, 7-5, 6-7, and 6-3 in the quarterfinal berth now for the Australian. And also Maria Sharapova, she's out as well. She lost to a German opponent yesterday, so two of the top seeds are out of the tournament. Chicago Bulls trying to get Carmelo Anthony come to Chicago, and they laid out the red carpet yesterday. Derrick Rose was out there, so was Hakeem Noah, and Taj Gibson trying to convince the New York free agent to come and choose the Bulls as free agency in the NBA began yesterday. Baseball action tonight, the Orioles and the Rangers. Rangers trying to get back on the winning track. They lost for the second time last night, 8-3 to the Baltimore Orioles. We'll have it on the mighty 1490. Pregame show begins at 6:05 and the first pitch at 6:35. Texas Ranger baseball on the mighty 1490. Your weather is next.
This is your Action News reporter again at the scene of Back in Motion Chiropractic, where another amazing incident seems to have occurred. Pardon me, sir. Did you see what happened here at Back in Motion?
Yeah, I did. He looked like an ordinary man, but I believe he was a superhero. He took Ethel's head and adjusted her neck real gentle-like, and she came out a-smiling. Took her pain away in a flash. Come back here, Ethel!
There you have it. Pain has once again been eliminated at Back in Motion Chiropractic.
And don't forget, Back in Motion will be the site of a blood drive today from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And KBEST 95.7, along with the Fuse 94.3, will be broadcasting live from their customer appreciation. That'll be from 11 to 1 today.
The forecast you need when you need it. KBEST Weather.
And your pinpoint weather forecast, 30% chance of showers today. Look for a high of 91, 20% chance of showers tonight, 71 for a low. And then on Thursday, 91 isolated showers. On Fridays, the high should be 96, mostly sunny, partly cloudy. On Saturday, look for a high of 98, Sunday, 96. For more on these stories, visit Facebook or log on to kbestmedia.com. I'm Tom A. Reese in the KBSD News Center.
Our home, it's one of the biggest investments we ever make. I'm Kelly Seals of Real Estate Experience. I have the experts to help you, whether buying a home or selling your existing property. Call me today and let's make your home buying or selling dreams come true. United Country Realtors, because nobody knows the country like we do.
Now everything is easy.
It's never too late to enroll at New Hope Christian School for newborns through 12. New Hope offers a Becca curriculum with loving Christian teachers, after-school care, and transportation available for most area schools. Hot, nutritious breakfast, lunch, and an afternoon snack provided. Stop by 118 Cedar Road or go to newhopebigspring.com. That's www.newhopebigspring.com. See what a difference teacher.
Back to the future.
Their education, Christian Academy, in first grade and second coming in 2014. They provide certified, loving Christian teachers. For more information, go to newhopebigspring.com. See what a difference Nazarene Christian Academy can make in your child's future.
These cheesy bread dogs are great. The cheese is baked into the bun.
Oh, yeah, the bun's the best part.
Well, what about the hot dog?
Oh, yeah, the hot dog's the best part.
You can't have more than one best part.
Yeah, I totally can. Like, I have many best qualities. I'm frugal, I'm kind, and I... Oh, you already got a name for it.
Every part's the best part. New cheesy bread dogs. This is how you Sonic. For a limited time, only participating Sonic driving cars.
All right, here we go. Hold your ears, folks. It's showtime.
It's showtime.
All right, showtime.
Showtime.
It's
showtime.
It's showtime.
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 Let's bring it in. It's showtime right
Hurry it up.
Broadcasting live from the K-Best Studios in the Spring City. It's the morning show you wake up to hear. Gooney in the morning with Gooney.
It's hard to think of words in the morning.
And Heather.
And I'm dyslexic and ADD.
Yeah.
Whoa.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That escalated quickly.
Are you ready? It's crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here. You can take a break.
Welcome. Welcome to the Gooney in the morning on KVST, AM and FM. Like I don't care, baby, away. We got Heather in the house.
Hey, guys.
Charles is here with us.
A little less dancey than Heather.
Oh, I get pumped.
A little less.
It's understandable. Heather does get pumped up in the mornings about this time. This is when she starts waking up.
I haven't even had coffee yet.
Wow. Look at that.
See, that's one of the benefits of having the video camera in here.
Yeah. Get to see Heather dance.
Yeah.
Look at her.
There's only one person. Only one person in the K-Best group that can dance better than Heather. It's Alex.
Better? No.
Or more fun to watch.
Yeah, there you go.
Pushing it there, but I say it's better.
I mean, I don't think any of us have any skills. We're not going to be on, so you think you could dance or anything?
I could
Dancing
if I
with
wanted
the Stars.
I wanted to.
As an outtake?
I'll put, yeah.
Maybe.
They're the ones that they show at the end of the show, like, look at this girl.
That's you.
Yeah.
Are we still having our birthday shortage?
Kinda.
We're just going to have to kick in and do a birthday drive.
Yeah, we're going to have to.
Hey, but I have one birthday.
Who do you have?
I have Wesley Williams.
Well, you know what? We're just going to have to do Wesley Williams up big since he's the only local birthday we have right now.
Hey, I have a birthday.
Who do you have?
Oh, it's my brother-in-law's birthday today, Jonathan Wright.
Well, there you go. Happy birthday, Wesley and Jonathan.
There we go.
Everybody else who's having a birthday that hadn't been submitted yet.
Yeah, an anniversary.
And you know what? July 2nd must just not be a very popular day for people to be born. I'm checking out the celebrity birthdays, and there's not very many. And there's really nobody good.
Goes to show you Lindsay Lohan was born today. That's what July 2nd means.
That's what I said. Nobody good.
Exactly.
Here we go. On Facebook, we got a happy birthday to Francis Ramirez. That's from your sister Estella.
You said sister.
Sister. That's from your sister.
There we go. Now, for celebrity birthdays, this is who we have. The biggest one, Bret Hart. Bret the Hitman Hart.
Hitman Hart.
See, there you go. You're on
that?
the same page. He's a wrestler.
Wrestling.
From the 80s. When it was good.
Yeah.
For your time. Got Richard Petty. 77 years old.
I know that
He's
guy.
77 years
Richard
old.
Petty, 77.
Really?
You got Larry David, 67. Funny guy.
Yeah.
Jose Canseco, 50 years old today.
Jose Canseco took a ball on the top of the noggin one time. That was hilarious.
Is that what's wrong with him?
No, steroids.
No.
That's what's wrong with him.
And that's it. I'm looking down, and there's some people who... Pierre Cardin, 92 years old today.
Who's that?
I mean, you know the cologne. He does the tuxedos and... Yeah, there you go.
Oh, yeah, no.
I'm assuming he's a designer. Ranch, 31 years old today.
Isn't she the making my way downtown?
Yeah. And she kind of disappeared after... she did that song with Santana.
Yeah.
And she kind of disappeared after that.
That's a fun song.
It reminds me of White Chicks every time.
Oh.
Speaking of white chicks.
Oh, yeah, our story.
Well, who's the sweetheart today? Let's get that one out.
Oh, yeah. Our sweetheart today is Miss Cookie Hernandez.
Well, congratulations to Miss Cookie. She's going to be receiving a beautiful rose in a bud vase from the fine folks down there at Faye's Flowers. If you happen to see Cookie today, be sure to congratulate her on getting Sweetheart of the Day. Thank her for everything she does and give her $1.
I think people should make a big deal about it. Whenever she walks in, just applaud.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Slow clap.
Yeah.
Just get it.
No. See, the slow clap might make them feel like they did something stupid and they're just kind of being recognized for it. Just give it up for them when they walk in. Everybody just bust in.
Yeah, Cookie's here.
There you go. So congratulations on Sweetheart of the Day.
If you have someone that you want to nominate for Sweetheart of the Day, you can go to our website, kbestmedia.com, and click on the tab there, or you can just give us a call.
Yeah, it's a big deal. Very big deal.
It is.
Now back to white chicks.
Yeah, back to the white chicks.
Kendra Jones. I'm not going to say chicks. This girl, she's 19 years old. She's from Cleburne, Texas. She's a Texas Tech cheerleader.
Yeah.
And if I just told you those things, you could probably imagine what she looks like.
Right. Yeah.
And you would be right because and the reason why I know it is her photos on Facebook have been everywhere recently.
Yeah.
She's an inspiring TV show host. She wants to host a wildlife TV program. Her family raises exotic animals, and her photos on Facebook, they have her posing with some guns.
Yeah.
And they have her posing with, I think, a lion, an elephant, cheetah.
Cheetah, yeah.
They got her posing with a white rhino. She didn't kill the white rhino. She actually tagged it. But her family goes on these exotic trips to Africa, and she says they pay about $15,000 for the right to hunt these animals.
Wow.
And then she gives the hide and the meat of the animal to the person. So she does this for the thrill of the hunt.
Yeah.
She says she does it for what's it called? To conserve the animal and to kind of help the people out, because they show her whenever she killed her elephant, she actually gave the meat to a tribe, and she took a picture with like 30 people, and she said that fed the tribe for so long.
Wow.
And so
awesome.
That's awesome. But a lot of these animals are rare, and a lot of them are going extinct. And so, of course, that pressed a bunch of buttons. And there's a petition on Facebook. You tick some people off whenever you get 500,000 signatures, and people want to ban her on Change.org. People have a petition to ban her from hunting on the continent of Africa.
Really?
Just the whole continent. You're banned from Africa.
That's none of their business. I'm sorry, but it's not.
You've upset some people whenever they kick you out of Africa.
Exactly.
Jeez.
Now,
not even your country.
Yeah.
Now, the $15,000 she pays to these local tribes who do actually have the right to hunt, they just usually don't have the means to hunt.
Right.
And so they sell out the right and they bring people in. And so they use the money, and then they end up getting the meat and everything. And I reached out to Kendra, and she's a pretty busy person these days because the media is wanting to find out about her. And so you got two different schools of thought on her. Most of the people down south understand hunting, and they're with her. They realize that, yeah, you can make awareness of these animals by posting these photos. And then there's people who say, don't kill the animals.
Right.
And
they're the ones getting all the petitions.
What do you think?
See, I'm down with hunting, especially when it's feeding people over there.
Yeah.
It
is.
She's doing good, and she's getting her kicks on.
I'm from Louisiana. We hunt like every single person there. You're born with a hunting license. Hunting and fishing. You're just boom. You got a birth certificate, and here's the envelope from the Department of Wildlife and Fisheries. Here's your hunting and fishing license. I mean that's just the way it is.
Yeah, that's how it is in the South.
And I haven't hunted since I was 16. At 16, I went deer hunting a bunch of times, squirrel hunting, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I gave it up at 16. I found better things to do with my time, but I'm not against it.
Right. Yeah, that's how I am. I'm not the biggest hunter. It's been several years since I've hunted at all, but I'm not against hunting at all.
How about you, Heather?
It's a sport.
The way that I see it, I grew up knowing how to hunt.
Right.
I knew that my dad always went out and hunted, grandpa, every man before him, and if she wants to go out, help what she's doing, I think is helping.
Now, is there a difference between hunting something that you're going to eat and hunting something that there's like 30 of? Because one of the photos she posted was a white rhino.
Right.
And there's literally only like 24 of these left. But she didn't kill it. That's where a lot of people, they don't read. They just see the photo and they post. She actually tagged it for a vet to go check out.
Right.
And they put a radio tag on it. And once the anesthesia wore off, the animal went away unharmed.
Yeah.
But she took the selfie, and a lot of people don't read the caption.
Like if she was taking out endangered species and stuff like that, I could see a problem.
Yeah.
But, if she's just tagging a rhino or shooting a cheetah, then.
Well, we're gonna post a link on our Facebook in just a few minutes.
Yeah.
And we'd like to get your take on it. So go to facebook.com/kbest957.
Yeah, we'll get it up there and leave your comments. We want to know if you're against it or if you're with it, because you were saying that she might get kicked out of Texas Tech.
Yeah, people are petitioning her, and they're just kind of, the angry mob mentality.
Right.
So we want to hear what you think.
Yeah, let us know. Hey, we got TSN coming up on KBST AM and FM.
In Texas, Dallas County Judge Clay Jenkins will be in McAllen today, touring federal detention sites where children are being held after crossing the border illegally and in many cases alone. Jenkins is leading a contingent of North Texas officials after announcing plans to set up housing for 2,000 children. Jenkins has said federal money will be used to run the sites, and government workers are still deciding what facilities might be used. U.S. Customs and Border Protection's commissioner will be highlighting the dangers of illegal immigration, visiting a South Texas riverfront park today. The visit to Mission comes just 2 days after the Homeland Security Secretary delivered a similar message in McAllen. And several Texas politicians have been touring holding centers in San Antonio and in the Valley.
Democratic Lieutenant Governor nominee Leticia Van de Putte says she felt more like a mother than an elected official after touring the centers, and she pleaded with mothers in Central America.
If you love your children, don't send them on this track. It is very, very dangerous.
Van de Putte praised the social services agencies which are caring for the children, saying the best thing the state can do is to provide resources for them to continue their work. In San Antonio, Jim Forsyth, TSN News.
The state of Texas has until July 28th to find new homes for sex offenders in El Paso, Fort Worth, and Dallas. The Oklahoma company that runs the halfway houses for many of the worst sex offenders says state officials are refusing to negotiate better terms, and they cite the fact that only one state court in Conroe is handling cases filed by the inmates. Avalon Correctional Services says the Texas Office of Violent Sex Offender Management is not communicating or supporting their efforts. State Senator John Whitmire calls the company's demands extortion. Counselors are said to be the key to keeping schools safe, and there aren't enough of them in Texas, according to the Texas State Teachers Association's Rita Haker.
This last session, we did cut quite a bit of money for support services for our kids. We are short counselors in our school that really are there to help counsel our kids whenever they have problems.
Haker says there are quite a few special needs students who do need extra care and support. The TSTA is asking lawmakers to restore funding to education so more counselors can be placed in schools. And speaking of schools, it's now official. School vending machines nationwide have to be junk food free if the school is part of the federal lunch program. The USDA's Smart Snacks in School program covers food and drinks sold in vending machines, as well as items sold at fundraisers during school hours. More to come on TSN Morning News Break. Now this.
Memorial Day is Monday, the day to honor American heroes, begun as a tribute to Union dead after the Civil War. It's a day for all Americans to remember those men and women who gave their lives in defense of our nation. Today, as a nation at war, Americans have even more reason to pause and remember those who sacrificed their lives to protect our freedom. At the VLB Lehman Les Sanchez Texas State Veterans Home in Big Spring, we honor the spirit of Memorial Day by providing the finest long-term care anywhere for our Texas veterans. Call us at 432-268-8387 or visit us online at texasveterans.com or come see us. We're just north of I-20 on Highway 87. The staff and veteran residents of the Lehman Lusk Sanchez Veterans Home wish you a happy and safe Memorial Day holiday. Texas State Veterans Homes, where honor lives.
Welcome back to Morning News Break. A Texan is among 22 Americans and Canadians being honored today with the Carnegie Hero Medal. The latest list includes Kenneth Cowart of Denison, who died 2 years ago while trying to save two boys from drowning. The Awards Commission investigates reports of heroism and awards medals and cash grants several times a year. Also on the list, a second medal for heroism for a Florida man. Charles Carbonell saved a woman from a burning car in 2011. He also won a medal in 2007 for helping a police officer who was being attacked by a suspect. The first draft of potential legislation coming as a result of the fertilizer plant explosion in West has sparked debate at the state capitol. TSN's Austin Bureau Chief Chris Fox has more.
State Rep Joe Pickett chairs the Homeland Security Committee. His bill revolves around regulating ammonium nitrate.
The short version is, I believe there still needs to be some changes in the way that it's stored.
Pickett's bill does not have universal support, as heard in this exchange with State Rep Dan Flynn.
A lot of people are very concerned about over-regulation.
Over-regulation or no regulation? I mean, this is too important of an issue. Too many lives have been lost.
Pickett's plan would require ammonium nitrate to be stored in non-combustible storage facilities in Austin. Chris Fox, TSN News.
T-Mobile customers are being advised to check their monthly bills very closely. The Federal Trade Commission is accusing T-Mobile of cramming the charge for premium services not authorized by the phone's owner. The company says the FTC has its facts wrong. A Cleburne teenager getting plenty of backlash after posting Facebook pictures of wild animals she killed while in Africa.
19-year-old Kendall Jones is a Texas Tech student filming a show in Africa for the Sportsman Channel. During her hunt, she posted pictures of a dead leopard and talked about shooting a white rhino as well. Hundreds began commenting on the pictures, calling Jones a sociopath, scum, and even a coward. Now, a petition has been sent to the CEO of Facebook asking him to take down her page. Jones defended herself by explaining that not all the animals pictured were killed. Some were actually tranquilized for research. Austin York, TSN News.
Acetaminophen is perfectly safe for use when people are aching or have pains or want to reduce fever, but experts say too much of it can have serious side effects.
The problem, says Dr. William Lee, professor of internal medicine at UT Southwestern Medical Center, acetaminophen is a dose-related poison.
Maybe you can take 6 extra strength a day, but probably shouldn't be taking, let's say, 12 or 15 of any acetaminophen preparation in a day.
Dr. Lee says too much can lead to acute liver failure, especially if you mix acetaminophen with over-the-counter drugs that include APAP or APAP, which is another name for the drug. Roughly 400 people die from acetaminophen overdoses each year. Another 1,000 suffer from liver damage. Best advice, read the labels and follow the recommended doses. Heather Behrens, TSN News.
Engineers are competing for a prize offered by a North Texas electronics firm. Allied Electronics in Fort Worth is hosting the Gadget Freak of the Year Awards. And Lisa Weber says it's meant to reward engineers, but it's open to anyone and can be about anything.
It can be anything. We've gone from the whimsical, a remote control dog door opener, to creating motion-controlled animatronic eyes for a sculpture.
And they've boosted the top prize now to $6,000. Well, while a lot of kids are getting a break during the summer, for others, the hard work continues.
Texas 4-H and FFA kids are working hard this time of year, getting their animals ready for the livestock show season. Jeff Goley is one of those who will be judging both the livestock and the youth showing. He says the industry has changed.
As the industry changed and consolidated, we have fewer people who were born and raised in the livestock industry. So those that still have an interest in animals and want to be involved, sometimes don't have the innate abilities that they grow up with doing chores every day.
Goley says that raising and showing livestock teaches valuable life lessons. Tony Purcell, TSN News.
A ring lost 60 years ago in a lake near San Angelo has been found. The now 84-year-old woman who lost the ring in Lake Nasworthy in 1954 says it happened while she was on a picnic outing. After years of drought, though, the ring is turned up in the dry lake bed. It's a Howard Payne University class ring with the initials AEL. Lindsay Waddell found it and contacted the Alumni Association and tracked down Addie Elizabeth Little. Still to come, a look at the other side of the news with Mike Rogers as Morning News Break continues. Now this.
Parkview Nursing and Rehabilitation offers specialist care you won't find anywhere else in the area. The Coles are hometown owners, and daughter Christy Beecham personally manages Parkview. Medicare-approved short-term stays and a state-of-the-art rehab department enhance the opportunity for recovery from a medical or surgical procedure. Compare services. Choose Parkview, 3200 Parkway, Big Spring.
DQ, this is the stop sign of Texas. How does your typical Texas mom stop the afternoon munchies?
Mom, we're hungry!
With a quick stop at DQ. From great DQ desserts like the S'mores Blizzard to classic dip cones, shakes, sundaes, and more. For the best treats and eats in Texas, there's only one place to stop. DQ, this is the stop sign of Texas.
And now TSN's Mike Rogers with a look at the other side of the news as Morning News Break continues.
They call him the food bandit for a reason, except in this case, it was a little more than just food. His name is Tucker.
Well, he's not very handsome to look at.
That's Tucker's owner, Lois Matakowski.
Oh, he's shaggy, and he eats like a hog.
You just can't turn your back for a second.
Or he will get it. So, armed with that information, now let's go back 6 years to the day Lois lost her wedding ring.
At some point when I was putting my jewelry on, the wedding ring was dropped.
And they never did find it until just a couple of weeks ago when Tucker, up to his old tricks, swiped a popsicle right out of the hand of Lois's granddaughter. Stick and all. And that's important because a couple of days later, that stick came back up.
And I am looking at, and there's my flippin' wedding ring.
Sparkling like a diamond in the middle of all that dog barf.
I about died. I could not believe it. I went screaming out the front door, going, down, look at my phone.
So it was Tucker after all.
We called the vet and go, is this even possible that Tucker could have been walking around with this ring for 6 years? And she said, anything's possible, that the stick could have dislodged it. Maybe it was just stuck to the inside lining. Who knows?
How did the ring look? What kind of shape was it in?
Well, it was a little slimy, but it's absolutely beautiful.
And you put it on. You didn't have a problem just slipping it right on.
Heck no. I was so darn excited.
And the lesson she's learned? 1, be careful with your jewelry. 2, make sure it's insured. And number 3, keep your eye on that damn dog.
And that darn dog? Oh, my goodness. Yeah, yeah.
And I'm Mike Rogers with the other side of the news on TSN.
You dirty old egg-sucking hound.
All right, thanks, Mike. And now here's Chris Schneider with a look at sports.
Thank you, Mitch. Good morning. Baseball last night. Not kind to either the Rangers or the Astros. Rangers lose big in Baltimore 8-3. Former Ranger Nelson Cruz hit his 26th home run on his 34th birthday against his old teammates. And in Houston, a 7-run 6th inning propelled the Mariners to a big 13-2 win there. The Astros have placed center fielder Dexter Fowler on the disabled list with back injuries. Joe Saunders designated for assignment by the Rangers. Well, the U.S. beaten by Belgium at the World Cup, so the Americans are out. 2-1 the final score. The U.S. was trying to advance advance to the quarterfinals for the first time since '02. Wimbledon continues, but without a bunch of big stars. Rafa Nadal out on the men's side. Maria Sharapova out on the women's side. Dallas Cowboys acquire the rights to former Baltimore linebacker Rolando McClain. Chris Schneider, TSN Sports.
Top story is the immigration issue as local, state, and federal officials continue to try to deal with thousands of undocumented children. With Morning Newsbreak, I'm Mitch Carr, TSN.
And Daryl Rich of Westbrook and the Charles Parrish family of Coahoma invite you and your family to enjoy the festivities of the annual Pops in the Park concert and fireworks display to be held on Thursday night, July 3rd at the Big Spring Amphitheater. Donna and Daryl Rich and the Charles Parrish family hope that you will take a moment this 4th of July to reflect on the sacrifices of the men and women who died for our independence. Be safe and happy holiday.
Hello, I'm Debbie Wegman, a committee member for Pops in the Park. Our Independence Day celebration is a great tradition here in Big Spring, with one of the best fireworks shows in the state. For 17 years, Pops in the Park has always had free admission, and we want to keep it that way. But we need your donations in order to make that happen. Any donation amount is appreciated and can be mailed to the Big Spring Area Chamber of Commerce. Please make a donation and then celebrate with us July 3rd for food, fun, music, and fireworks at Pops in the Park.
Yeah, they call me the fireman. That's my name.
Every third Monday of the month is Fire Safety Day on KVST's community calendar. Tune in to hear the Big Spring Fire Chief and Fire Marshal as they answer your questions. They've got the information you want to know, the facts you need to know, and even the things you might not think to ask. Fire Safety Day, the third Monday of every month on KVST's community calendar.
That's my name.
Now it's time for the NASCAR Minute, brought to you by Dale Coates Heating and Air Conditioning and 87 Auto Sales on the K-Best Morning Program.
Hey, it's time for the NASCAR Minute, brought to you by 87 Auto Sales and Dale Coates Heating and Air Conditioning. We have Dale Coates and Tim Knox on the line right now. Good morning, guys.
Good morning, guys.
How are y'all doing this week?
It's good. It's Wednesday where we're almost, so it's hump day, but we're getting, most of us going to take Friday off and enjoy the 4th of July and, the NASCAR's at Daytona. That's a fun race, exciting time, and that's going to happen on Saturday night. So it's going to be a fun weekend.
Yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, everyone loves, even non-NASCAR fans usually pay attention to the restrictor plate races because they are so much fun. So, and Dale, you and I were talking last night, and you mentioned, I don't know if Dale can two-peat this track this year, and I think he can. And to go even further, I think he will. I mean, I'm not stepping out there thinking that that pick's going to fall to me. I'm pretty sure it's not, but he was so good at Daytona that it's just hard to not pick against him, and he's just been solid all year. This is a track where he's really good, and you just got to expect more of the same coming up this weekend.
Well, that's a good point that you're making there. He was so dominant, in the Daytona 500. Only problem is that car has been, taken away from him and put into the Daytona Speedway Club, and just going to sit there for 12 months until the next Daytona 500. So he's going to bring a new piece to the track, and kind of unproven. They think maybe it's a better car than what they had at the Daytona 500, but this is a different track in July than it is in February. It's a lot slicker, typically a lot faster. And I don't think Dale Jr. has a thing in the world to lose. He's already got 2 wins. He's solidified in the chase. He's third in points. He can just, he can just bring back the steering wheel. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. And I think that's one thing that's definitely in his favors. He don't have to, go out there and hope that he's got to have a good points day.
Yeah, and and the thing is, while he may not have the car he had, he's always been good at these tracks. But the difference maker this year, at least in my opinion, has been the confidence level of that whole team. Obviously getting the win right off the bat at the Daytona 500 helps, but they just seem to be more confident with every move they're making, and they're making the right decisions. So that's what makes him one of the teams to beat. The same goes for his teammates Jeff Gordon and Jimmy Johnson, who also are ones to watch out for in this race.
Yeah, you're right about it as far as Junior goes, and we've talked about this all year. It just seems to be a total different Dale Jr. He just seems to have more confidence, seems to be more settled, and maybe it's this new car, the new package. He likes it better. He feels better in it. I don't know what it is. Some people say it's because he's got a girlfriend. He's engaged to get married. His life's settled down now. He's kind of relaxed. I don't know. Maybe all those combined have made a Dale Jr. a better Dale Jr. Obviously, he's been better. This is a time of year where he typically has fallen off the radar. They have a good year up until now, and then just goes away. We're not sure why, but look what he did at the road course. He was outstanding at a place where he's never even been in top 10 before. It's a different Dale Jr. and I'm not so sure that he can't really contend for this championship.
Oh, I think he will. I picked him at the start of the year to win a championship this year. It just felt like all the pieces were in place, and so far it's holding up. But this is a track where anything can happen. We say all this, and he could be 43rd.
Right.
So, but that's what makes Daytona so much fun.
That's exactly right.
Well, and going over the points right now, it's still being dominated by Hendricks. Dale Jr. and Jimmy Johnson tied for second place, 24 points behind leader Jeff Gordon.
Yeah, I think that's the big story is how Hendricks has just dominated this season. And, Keselowski's won 2 races and looked pretty good at Kentucky, but I just don't think they're near what Hendrick is right now.
Well, but, to talk about surprises of the season, I think Jeff Gordon sitting atop the points for as many weeks as he has is a surprise. And not because, it's not knocking him or anything, but he's had some tough luck over the past few years, and it's not that, he'd forgotten how to drive or anything. It's just he's been one of those guys who just couldn't catch a break, and it just seems like the whole Hendricks camp is kind of got it together, and he's really benefiting from that right now, and he's been leading the points for quite a while.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Cindy Klaus has been doing some kind of rain dance, war dance, wind dance, or something for Jeff Gordon because it's working. And
whatever it is, it works.
She's going to keep doing it till this season's over, I can assure you.
Well, Dale, you may want to get some advice from her and ask her how she's doing that rain dance, because right now you're still sitting in third place in our points with 231. Tim, you're in second with 226.
Oh.
And I'm in first with 200. That's not going to last all season, so I got to get it out while I can.
Wow. Did you just blast me on live radio?
Just completely shotgun.
Hey, it's working. It's working for Jeff Gordon. It's working for Jeff Gordon. So, no, we'll make our picks. We'll talk more with you guys tomorrow. We'll make our picks on everything for this race.
Okay.
All right, y'all have a great rest of the week.
All right, guys.
We'll talk tomorrow. That was Dale Coates and Tim Knox with the NASCAR Minute, brought to you by 87 Auto Sales and Dale Coates Heating and Air Conditioning.
87 Auto Sales Big Spring, huge tax refund sale, over 250 clean pre-owned cars, SUVs, and pickups to choose from. 87 Auto Sales finances for their customers right there at the dealership. So take your refund check, drive away the same day. 87 Auto Sales has the right vehicle for your needs. They've served West Texas over 40 years. 87 Auto Sales, corner of 3rd and Gregg, Big Spring. Call 263-8787. Right on the corner and right on the price.
The oil field is booming in Howard County. If you're in an RV or travel trailer and the AC isn't working quite right, call me, Dale Coates. I have over 20 years experience installing and repairing air conditioners. And you don't have to bring your trailer to me. I'll come see you. So just call 714-4688 for Dale Coates Heating and AC. And remember, if you're in an RV or travel trailer, I'll come to you. Call 714-4688 for Dale Coates.
The 4th of July is a day we honor patriots who fought and died for our independence over 200 years ago. Their personal sacrifice made possible the creation of our United States, a nation built upon freedom. While we are patriots of today, those that have served and continue to serve in our Sanchez Texas State Veterans Home in Big Spring, we honor the men and women of our military by providing the finest long-term care anywhere for our Texas veterans. Visit us online at texasveterans.com or come see us or just north of I-20 on Highway 87. The staff and veteran residents of the Lehman Lusk Sanchez Veterans Home wish you a happy and safe 4th of July holiday. Texas State Veterans Homes, where honor lives.
I wear slippers. They're slippers. I can get to McDonald's to enjoy the dollar menu at breakfast. I can get a cup of freshly brewed premium roast coffee, a savory sausage burrito, maybe a sausage McMuffin. Who knows? Two things for sure, though. I can count on getting them for just $1. And I'll be wearing slippers.
Every day, as always, there's a lot to love for a little on McDonald's dollar menu at participating McDonald's.
Thanks for making the lunch run, Jeff.
You know why he's making the McDonald's run every day, don't you?
Yeah, the fries.
The FIFA World Cup, he'll play Ole game. He's taking everybody's game pieces so he can win the prizes.
Prizes? Come back here, Jeff.
Catch the passion at McDonald's. Savor a Big Mac, chicken McNuggets, or fries, and you could win trips, free food, or other great prizes. There's something for everyone to love at McDonald's.
No purchase necessary. Ends in store 7714 or while supplies last. Must be 18 years to enter online. See rules at participating McDonald's and mcd1gold.com. Void where prohibited.
And we're back!
What day is this?
It's Wednesday.
I think I know what people want to hear when they first wake up.
We need more laughs on the show.
What are you talking about?
These guys are hilarious. They do so much funny stuff.
Hilarious.
Hello. It's funny, believe me.
So how are you Wednesday?
Sorry, I'm having trouble waking up.
It's Wednesday, everybody.
Wednesday.
You know, it's time to get back to what matters, the show.
It's just about your show. Not even our show, your show.
So chins up, it's showtime.
Happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy Wednesday, Charles.
Happy Wednesday, Gooney.
Happy Wednesday, Heather in the house.
Happy Wednesday Day, Gooney.
Aren't you glad the Hump Day commercials are gone?
I am. Those wore me out. Alex wore them out for me.
My wife's a teacher, and she said that every Wednesday she just dreaded going to work.
I bet.
Everywhere Hope goes.
But you know what? We have some exciting stuff coming up.
We do. We got a Pats in the Pack coming up tomorrow.
Yeah.
About that. Pats in the Pack.
That's probably the worst Boston accent I've ever heard, Gooney.
Dude, I have some pretty horrible accents.
I have to throw that in there. Oh, that's not your worst?
No. No.
You should hear his one from Minnesota.
My Minnesota one?
That was actually pretty good.
It's good stuff. Yeah, we'll have the Pops in the Park going down. We'll be broadcasting live starting at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, 6 o'clock.
Tomorrow. That's going to be fun. We'll be out there for.
But you know what? We're going to kick it off today at Back in Motion. They're having their customer appreciation picnic today, and that's from 11 to 1. We're going to be there. I think they're going to be there 11 to 4.
Right, yeah, they'll be there.
But we're going to be there 11 to 1, and the first 100 people are going to receive a free Pops in the Park T-shirt stuffed with a prize.
Look at that.
And those T-shirts are what color, Heather?
American flag red.
Nice.
There you go.
Nice.
and also, I mean, it's not only about T-shirts. The Bloodmobile is going to be there, and they can use your donations. So if you got something to spare, go give some.
Yeah, why not? I'm sure we all got a little blood to spare.
And of course, they got hot dogs and ice cream. That always helps around lunchtime.
Oh yeah, and
can't hurt.
T-shirts. Yeah.
And they're going to be giving away some other things. Look, they have some Slitterbond tickets you can enter to win while you're there.
Oh, nice.
And there's even a grand prize of a 50-inch LG flat TV.
I could use that.
No, we're doing the remote. You can't enter.
You are ineligible.
I could still use it.
You can dream.
You can use it until they give it away.
All right, you said it. You said it. I'm taking the Xbox.
I'm not giving you permission. I don't see an Xbox on here, Gooney. We're not going to promise an Xbox, but most of the blood shortages happen before the July 4th weekend.
Right.
So that's why it's really important to get out there. If you're able to donate blood, go get a hot dog and free ice cream for lunch, and we're going to come back and we're going to tell you some more about the fireworks show tomorrow. I mean, Super Rod saved the fireworks show, and if you haven't heard, I mean, they chipped in some money to do this.
They did. Over $12,000.
And without that, I mean, I was told it might not have happened.
Yeah, it wouldn't have. Not as big as it has been in the past.
And not only Super, all the sponsors, everybody who got together and sponsored, they all put a part into getting this fireworks show. Because I was told maybe scaling back, but no, they didn't have to scale back. We're gonna do it up big time tomorrow, Gooney.
Oh yeah, that just shows the amazing community that we live in.
Yeah, definitely.
They definitely back us on stuff like this.
Just think of how big this event is. I mean, Big Spring is growing, but we're just not that huge city. Right. And we have events. I mean, we have a symphony.
Yeah.
That's just I mean, they're big city quality. And then we bring them out for Pops in the Park, and then we have this big fireworks display. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, we'll talk about more of that tomorrow. Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be fun. Got the mayor coming on today. Ask the mayor on community calendar.
It is Ask the Mayor today.
Got a question for the mayor, Heather?
No.
No. When are we getting our chilies?
Yeah, right.
I would be so tired of hearing that if I was the mayor.
It's all his fault, right? Yeah.
It's not his fault.
It's not at all. What was your favorite part of today's show, Charles?
My favorite part of today's show, it would have to be the Ask Your Mayor part that just happened.
Just now.
Just right now.
What about you, Heather? What was your favorite part?
Kendra Jones.
Yeah.
That was a really interesting story, and I'm really interested in seeing where that's going to go.
Texas Tech cheerleader. We've already got a couple comments on our Facebook page.
I know,
Go
I
check
saw
out the
that.
full story
Heather
there.
liked the Facebook page already, by the way.
Nice.
She's a Kendra Jones fan.
Before we even said the story.
And my favorite part of today's show would have to be the NASCAR Minute. I gave it to Dale pretty good on this one. I told him he needed to start working on a rain dance since he's so far behind.
And we could use the rain here, too, just not tomorrow.
Yeah, not tomorrow. But after that, maybe today.
Yeah.
Around 11 and 1. Like, not during those
Not
times.
during, like,
Around those times.
just halo between 11 to 1.
Exactly. Remember, folks, if you're not laughing,
you're not living.
It's a big shock when all of a sudden you need a new transmission or engine for your pickup. Those things are expensive. You're not always prepared to lay out that big sum of cash to keep the wheels rolling, but there's a way around that. Westex has used rear ends, engines, and transmissions that can